Okay.
The age-old saying, the education system has failed you. It failed me.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, literally.
Hmm.
The education system hands you a letter grade or a percent grade, but lets you know you failed. 50% is usually the equivalent of an F.
Hmm.
But I thought 50% was supposed to mean halfway to success, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
should.
it should. So if I got two Fs, that should be 100%. Trust me. I paid attention in math. I know what I'm talking about. Square root of x minus the denominator of 3 multiplied by go fuck yourself. But here's a $50 bill in your pocket, teach. And I won't tell the principal you've been sleeping with Stacy, who sits by the window, always equals a passing grade.
Right as ever, buddy. It's all about passing, isn't it? Passing those notes between you and your friends, or passing those threats to your teacher, or passing information on how to threaten the teacher between you and your friends. Education is not something you gain, but a challenge that you have to overcome by any means necessary. Isn't that right?
You're absolutely right.
Just never give in to violence, Boreko. But otherwise, the real learning is done when you get that passing grade without learning a single thing. And it's especially useful when you get friends to do it for you. After all, that's what it means to be a part of a community. A group of people striving for a shared goal.
Hmm. Yes, that's right, man. That is absolutely right. School these days aren't focused on the individuals working together towards a common cause. It's why we had to step in before and save the world. Remember that?
We absolutely did that.
We need to get everyone on the same page. In some schools, we get kind of close where you have students read out loud on the same section and another student calls on his classmate and he finishes off the paragraph from that section. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
In my middle school, they called it popcorn reading. That's a fucking
Popcorn.
stupid name, by the way. As you have teachers telling you not to eat in class, but having you think about popcorn. But where am I going with this, you might ask?
I wouldn't. I'm thinking about
You,
popcorn now.
you might not give a shit, I know. But hear me out. If we made the system geared towards completing one task and everyone helping each other out to completing that one task, regardless of what it is,
Okay.
the education system will be infallible.
Infallible?
Yeah, man. My buddy Billy would never have to masturbate to the young English teacher who just got out of college by himself ever again because the Dutch rudder would have already been in the curriculum.
Right is right, bro. I don't give a shit. I've been out of reach of the education system for a while now. But I do know, for a fact, that working together for a common good should be ever present in schools from the very beginning. Individual competence is useless when compared to a big enough crowd of like minded men and women who are willing to do whatever it takes to get what they want. That's what real life is all about, and education could sure be a lot more real, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
And a lot less stressful too, which is where your buddy Billy's needs come into play. And let's be honest, his and everyone else's.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Preach, man. Yo, hey, you remember when No Child Left Behind was a thing?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't either. But I do remember the bus leaving me in the school parking lot.
Aw.
The education system is such a broad topic, and there are so many things that could be fixed. And I don't wish to pontificate at everyone or become a lobbyist, but I do want to say one, two, all right, a lot of things. And the first thing I want to say is
Okay.
if we got rid of the school buses and vehicles and made sure the school the child was attending was at least 10 miles away, we wouldn't need gym class.
Oh.
Damish, I don't have a mic. Did you drop yours?
Then I won't have one either, my friend. So, no. I never learned from my mistakes personally, but other people's mistakes are my education system. It's why I love you so much.
I love you too.
Like you said, and boy, do I like the way you think, not walking is certainly one of those mistakes other people do. My only problem with that idea is that there are not enough kids in a 10-mile radius to form a wide enough collective to fulfill our previously stated goal. But how about this, Pureiko? The
Okay.
kids nearer to the school could be driven near to the kid who lives farthest from the school, and then
Right?
together they would walk to school.
Yeah.
Think of the bonding and all the extra time they would have to come up with great ideas for dealing with evaluations and overcoming the tests and tribulations of the education system. Just gotta start with that morning walk.
Right. Hey, think about it, guys. Think about it. Which walk do you prefer? A walk of bonding
Collective.
or one of those kids walking to the electric chair because they didn't decide to bond earlier on?
Filthy individuals.
Choice is simple. How did Ben Franklin discover electricity?
Not by being an individual.
The education system doesn't employ learning by doing enough.
Yeah.
Have kids sitting at desks, learning, reading, and writing, but not implementing what they learn.
Yeah.
Easy fix.
Tell us the fix, man.
If
Woo.
they start teaching about World War II right after the reading has been completed, we implement.
Yeah, put it into practice.
So have the kids go to war with each other, and obviously the kids who survive will win.
What?
This will teach two lessons: the spirit of competition,
Wait.
and you have the winning children clean up the blood of the dead ones and bury them to teach them hard labor and respect for your rival.
Hold on.
Well, call me a nanny goat about to give birth. That was three lessons from minor sacrifices.
I. Well. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that's all we need to say about the education system, isn't it?
Hmm,
Can you think of a better generation than the one who fought in World War II?
I couldn't.
Yeah, they beat the Nazis and saved the world. The sooner we can see all this made a reality, the sooner we can have kids walking around that don't absolutely disgust any adult that sees them. That's the kind of world I want to live in. That's the kind of kid I want to see running around the world I want to live in. And that's the kind of education system that's going to make the kind of kid I want to see running around the kind of world I want to live in.
Yeah, me too, man. It's like what Albert Einstein said.
And that guy knows what he says.
Judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree. It will go its whole life feeling it's stupid.
Oh,
And judge a Volkswagen on its ability to swim. Your life will become a minuscule remake of the Titanic.
oh, that's deep.
Kids aren't unlocking their true potential. School discourages selective learning, but I'll argue the opposite by not arguing it. We could have so many kids becoming who they want to be. It's a shame we frown upon teen pregnancy. But what if we had more sex education classes?
Like what, Bureku?
Like how to be a prominent actress on Brazzers, or recreational uses for poles at bars past 11 p.m. We are holding back these young minds that can become something great.
And that is just too sad.